Hey guys, welcome to Red 50. Right behind me is the all-new RTR Mustang Ecoboost. Let's take a closer look at it. Now, typically all the RTR vehicles we have seen, they come with the 50 V8, but this is the first ever Mustang RTR with the Ecoboost Mustang that kind of borrows parts from the Mustang Dark Horse and puts them in the Ecoboost, so really making it a little bit performance oriented. You still get those signature fog lights that you get on the RTR vehicles, and as you can see, it's got a very unique rap going on over there. It's definitely not for me. I don't know if I would ever rock it, but it's got very interesting details within the wrap that you kind of come across. As you can see, there's an RTR logo embedded in there. You also see the pony logo up there, and it's got, different sorts of patterns going on. It's kind of polarizing, but it works. If you want to stand out, this is the one to get. RTR is definitely doing something new, and they're expanding the lineup from basically having the RTR Mustang 50s to the EcoBoost as well. So this would obviously be a little bit cheaper as well. No price has been disclosed yet, but we're going to take a look at the details on this Mustang RTR. Now, this is for someone basically if you still want to kind of stand out and you want an RTR vehicle, but you don't want to start out with the 50 and then pay them a little bit more extra to just have the RTR vehicle. This is the vehicle you would get. It from the side profile, you can see it's got those lime green accents everywhere, even the Brembos are there. There's no performance package on the EcoBoost in general if you get it from the factory, but this one we can see it's got the Brembo, so that's probably borrowed from the Dark Horse or the Performance Pack 1 from the GT. Got really nice sticky tires, and you've got this really funky looking wrap going on throughout the car. I like the accents where the lime green accents are kind of here. They make it pop a little bit, but even the lines within the wrap, I don't know, they kind of look disoriented. It's like really hard to figure out what's going on there. Back you get a spoiler kind of borrowed from the GT Performance Pack 1, and you do actually get quad exhaust. I don't think the S650 Mustang comes with quad exhaust on the EcoBoost, so it's nice to kind of be able to see is borrowing some of the appearance packages, or not packages, but like appearance mods that you would kind of see from the GT or the Dark Horse being embedded into the Mustang EcoBoost RTR. You've got a nice rail diffuser over there, quad exhaust, which presumably means it's going to have the active exhaust as well. So it's going to sound real nice, and I think typically you would get a little bit of the exhaust treatment from the RTR as well. Now, because the S650 Mustang EcoBoost does not come with a manual transmission, I have to say that this RTR Mustang EcoBoost is also going to be automatic only, which, I mean, the 10-speed transmission is great and all, but if you want, the real feedback and you want it to be manual, enjoy, rolling your own gears, you just won't be able to get that with the RTR Mustang EcoBoost. But other than that, I think they've got pretty much everything you would want from the RTR treatment. It's not just an appearance mod. I think that's what it looks like just looking at a glance. You see, obviously the different wrap, the colored Brembos. All of that is nice and cool, but this is not just an appearance pack. You do borrow some of the suspension components from the Dark Horse. Not much details have been revealed about this package, which is kind of unfortunate. Even the pricing and all of that is just kind of tucked away, and they haven't released it yet. But I have to wonder, I mean, it's going to have some suspension components. It might have a little bit more power than the regular EcoBoost, but typically we don't see performance mods on RTR vehicles unless you're talking about the Stage 3 Supercharger 5.0. It should be probably just the appearance mods, a little bit of suspension components. So I really have to wonder what they have added from the Dark Horse to really make it, the true RTR vehicle that will probably handle a little bit better than the regular Mustang EcoBoost. Although I don't know, I really have to wonder who this car really is for. I mean, they haven't disclosed the pricing yet, so we know that's kind of an unknown for now. But for the Mustang EcoBoost, the base starts low 30s, and if you want to get the premium one, it's around $37,000 or so. And typically, to get the vehicle to be RTR ready, even for the GT, it's about $12,000 or so just to get the appearance pack and a little bit of suspension mods and that kind of stuff. So I have to say, I mean, the interior is all tinted up, so I can't see if it's a premium or a base car. I have to say it probably starts off as a premium car, or maybe it's one of those where you kind of buy your own car, own Mustang instead to RTR. Because they're saying this is one of the first RTR vehicle that will be built with other Mustangs in the factory, which is definitely a unique selling point for this vehicle. But presumably, if the EcoBoost Premium is $37,000 with no performance enhancements or anything like that, if this package is, if we were to go off of the GT pricing for the RTR packages, if this is at least a $12,000 package, which typically on a GT would add some suspension components, some nice wheels, and you get some, graphics and all of that stuff, then you're talking about this product being at least $50,000. You start off with the EcoBoost Premium, which is $37,000. Then you add on the $12,000 on top of it, and you're pretty much at $50,000 without, the taxes and tag and title and all of that stuff. And I really have to wonder if you're spending $50,000 on what basically is a Mustang EcoBoost performance pack, or like maybe similar to what they had with the high performance pack back in 2020 for the S550. I really have to wonder, how much do you have to love the RTR product to be spending $50,000 or close to $50,000 to be able to get an RTR vehicle. Even if it's not 12,000, I think the cheapest RTR package you can get on a GT is like $6,000. That would still make this car close to $45,000, which is a base GT number essentially. So you really have to love the RTR vehicles. You want to be part of the heritage to be able to own that car. I just don't think it works for the RTR or the Mustang enthusiasts that are just buying the EcoBoost. Because typically people who are buying EcoBoost they just want a cool car. They don't really care much about performance. Very few people would go for the Mustang EcoBoost for performance reasons. So I don't know. Definitely kind of a question mark to me as to who this vehicle is. It's definitely more unique. It's more unique than what we have seen in other vehicles. RTR always stands out, but having an EcoBoost Mustang, maybe once they reveal what dark horse suspension and components borrowing, it might make sense to why people would want to buy this car. But other than that, I think to me it's just an EcoBoost performance pack, so to speak, with some graphics on it. So let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts? Do you think this vehicle would actually sell well in terms of, being an EcoBoost and close to $50,000? Or do you think it's just going to be one of those vehicles that kind of pop out and no one really buys them and just kind of disappear without anyone knowing? So yeah, I think it was interesting to see this vehicle, but obviously not a huge fan of it. But let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.